Hello, everyone. We are back with another episode of Sacred Fire. Last episode, I realized towards the end that my mic was off, but we are back. We finished at a brand new chapter that I have not touched before. Let's see. Otane raises her hand and the group falls silent. What do you do? Stay quiet and listen. You have no idea what Otane heard or saw, and the suspense is overwhelming. You're itching to get to her. Let's see. Listen. Ugh. I'ma chance it. Yes. You stay still and focus, but don't hear anything unusual. The forest is eerily silent, but this could be because of your presence rather than a sign someone is nearby. Your followers' anxiety is tangible. You realize that they look to you for guidance. What do you do? Make a calming gesture. They relax and you're surprised how good it feels to wield authority. What do you do? Take a step further to see better. An angry buzz splits the air, and an arrow is quivering in the trunk of a tree directly in front of you. Oh. Wait, let's do this first. We already have some for the fox. Do we have any for the enemies? Oh yeah, we. This is something that we. Let's see. Do I? Let's do this. What do you do? Spot the archer. Taking the arrow's trajectory, you glimpse a figure up on the ridge. We sit on a roll, and strangers respect. Well, a stranger, so we don't even know who it is yet. In the next moment, the figure is gone, but you believe it was a woman. What do you do? Examine the arrow. Your intuition tells you the arrow was meant to warn you off, not harm you. Collect the arrow. You collect the arrow so no one else will discover it and signal the others to hide. The group follows your lead, masking their tracks behind them as they slip into the cover of the trees. Luckily, the ground here is quite rocky, so it's sharp work to eliminate your trail. You hunker down out of sight. You hear two separate parties approaching from opposite directions. When they meet, each immediately accuses the other of letting you slip away. Oh, that's the. You're glad you took the arrow, but they're still dangerously close. You feel a sharp sting on your calf and suppress a jerk of pain. Oh crap. How do you react? I gotta stay still. Take a look. You look down to find you're standing in an anthill. Big black ants are crawling all over your leg. Oh crap. As you shift your stance, a branch that has snagged your shirt springs loose. The slaver closest to you goes still. Oh. To your horror, he starts to move towards your hiding place. What do you do? Reminder, low success chance detected. Click the, oh, okay. They're my followers now. I'm not fleeing, but first. The strong, starborn. I don't think I can up this anymore. Nope. The calm, the brave. Swift. What's messing this up? Fear and anger. Prepare to lead the slavers away from your followers. Before you start, an arrow pings off his arm guard. He cries out in panic and points in the direction of the hidden archer. I wonder who it is. Every slaver but him takes off up the slope towards the ridge. He stays where he is, possibly in shock. What do you do? We have to get away. We're gonna knock him out. Because this isn't 100% that he's gonna die. So, knock out. You knock him unconscious without any fuss.
Why the hell would you do that? He would have left with the others.
Botane hisses at you once the slavers have disappeared from sight. There's no time to argue, we need to make haste. You're too aggravated to respond constructively and can't let it go. She's not wrong, technically. But Botane doesn't react, but simply resumes walking in the same direction as before. The slavers' jabbering phase in the distance. Whoever lured them away did a good job. If it wasn't for the mysterious archer, you might have already been all captured. You hike until nightfall, then find a resting place that feels safe. What do you do? I'll take the first watch. You're exhausted and not feeling generous, so you reconsider. Nah. Not a word of thanks from anyone. They all take it for granted, and you'll make the sacrifice. How do you feel about this? They're exhausted, that's all. You get ready for a very cold night. You can't risk a fire. Was I at the end of chapters? Must have been. Oh, that's the end of Act 1. Act 1 ending, a leader in the making. Let's see. Award selection follows. Allocated character points, of course, but when you're finally able to relax and gaze up at the stars, a new resolve forms in your mind. This is a day to remember and build on. This is a day that made you stronger. Oh. To what will you direct your inner strength? 2 rewards for each level up. Leveled up 4 times? No, I leveled up, must have leveled up twice. One out of 4. 1 of 4. Dread of your own mortality. Dread of your own mortality rises within you. But you use your strength to hold it at bay and focus on the good you did. Nah, the good. The possibility you could rise to real greatness enters your mind. You channel your strength into imagining yourself as a respected peacemaker. Your mind is brimming with energy, so you decide to perfect your sword fighting routine, focusing on defense. A fugitive memory of your mother comes to mind, but this time you use your strength to capture it. You recall her vividly, playfully leaning against the wind. Treasure the memory. We know nothing. You haven't really learned much about her at all, so treasure it. Oh, 6. How would you like to use your influence? 6 rewards. I want to approach Luann first. You notice Luann is fascinated with Talon and uses the opportunity to I don't understand what I'm gonna listen to her. How would you like to use your influence? Now we're gonna approach Attain. Attain shares a few details about her life at the Royal Fort. I don't want to listen to everybody, but I do want to hear what's been going on. Okay, less sorrow. Approach the followers. You see many of the freed slaves as you await, chatting happily about their newfound freedom. They're already talking. We're gonna share stories. Three more. Luann, one more time. Oh, learn your Green's weakness. She abuses her power. We knew that. Prepared. That. Okay, so it changes every time. I don't want to talk to the followers again. What's our relationship with Attain? I want to leave one for the new people, with the prepare to meet unnamed people, but we only met him once. Is there a way we could have met him again in the story? Attain. $66 positive. And what is Luann? 49. Wid? Wid is doing work. 64. Okay. We're gonna prepare to meet the absent characters. Prepare to strengthen your standing with allies. Lying under the stars, your thoughts turn to the home you left behind. You're inspired to craft a song celebrating your land. One left. Tane. The Tane seems to be in a bad place, and to your surprise, beckons you to keep her company. You distract her with stories. Hard. Is there romance in here? From your recent life. If she want to be distracted, so I'll from your recent life. Chapter 8, hike. Before we do that, we know she likes Brian. I hope they elaborate on this more when it comes out of early access. But because she doesn't expect help if I do it as an I would think it would be, I don't want her to stay like that, but I also don't want to have a minus 1% on the friendship. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna give her let's see. She abuses her power. Kinda know that. Let's see, what does Wid have? He thinks he failed you. He wants to build a nation of peace, cares about the weak, he completely trusts you. Leading is hard. Why is it? If we do this, then it's plus, it changes the two either way. Well, either way. The cold and discomfort prevents you from falling asleep. When you finally do, your sleep is haunted by a disturbing dream. Another dream. Sheer terror grips your insides as you approach the ground in free fall. Oops, sorry. You brace for impact and scream just before you hit the ground. You feel no pain, but stay scared out of your skull for a long time. You wake up briefly, only to feel your body filled with cold air. What I forgot to look at is this. What exactly changed? I know this did because I know we did ideas a few times. Not that smart. So my highest stats are empathy, favor, ideas for sure, perception, rage, guilt, agility. So we're just really fast. We're really good at soothing and encouraging when leading, and kind of crap at fighting, but makes sense. You want to draw your cloak tighter, but you can't bring yourself to move. You fall asleep dreading more nightmares, but what follows feels different. You stand high up above a faceless crowd looking up at you, and you raise your fist victoriously. Something moves under your as you raise your fist victoriously, something moves under your feet. You look down and see you stand on a pile of defeated enemies. It's an ugly sight, but you experience a profound sense of dominance. Dominance. Level up. You still feel the rush when your mind drifts off elsewhere. Mindset. That's a lot of experience points. Let's see. We are on a resist against that, for sure. Cannot trust anyone, that one for sure. Anger. Solo chicks. Friendship checks -2. The loneliness. We have people around us now. And I don't have what it takes. Oh, one off. You stand in a meadow abloom with mountain flowers. A mist rolls in from a nearby ridge, and in it, you discern a silhouette of a man. He is unarmed, his stance relaxed, but you see blood is trickling down on the ground from his hands. You find him strangely alluring and moving to help, but a gust of wind veils the figure in mist. Huh. Frustratingly, the dream ends here and your mind drifts elsewhere. You sit in a small boat, bounced around by a stormy sea, oddly at peace. Your gaze shifts down and you see a little child sleeping curled up at your feet. You stroke its hair lovingly, and the sense of familiarity catches you off guard. You are gripped with a profound sense of awe, as though the gods have lifted the veil and allowed you a glimpse into the future. Okay. When you wake, the night is still dark. The crippling cold banishes your lingering dreams. You hear a soft scratching sound, as if something was running swiftly by again and again. Trying to move, you discover your cloak is stiff with frost. You frown at the inconvenience. As you try to convince your limbs to get up to your feet, pale moonlight reveals the world. You reach for your dagger, only to realize the scratching is just the sound of dry leaves dancing on the frozen ground. The old man is standing watch, leaning upon a spear for support. It seems like he has fallen asleep and doesn't react to the noises you're making. What do you do? I'm not gonna let everyone else see him. Purposely make a lot of noise while getting up. You stomp your feet and rub your arms to get the blood flowing. The old man jerks upright at the noise and freezes at the realization he fell asleep. What do you do? Pretend you didn't notice. Before turning away, you note that the old man has calmed down, concluding no one saw his mistake. The others are slowly beginning to stir and rise, assuming the moonlight might be the reason you're up. They don't need to be reminded that it's still not safe. Everyone swiftly starts packing their things. What's the mindset? I'm gonna save it for now. It takes everyone longer than you'd like to break camp, but your fingers are numb with cold too. What do you do? Try to orient yourself. Now that the overcast has lifted, you use the stars to find north. Okay. It takes a while in the dim moonlight, but you recognize the mountain housing a safe spot. People are starting to whisper, wondering if you lost your way. If you lost the way, what do you do? Point towards the safe spot, this way. The tension lifts and you return to your thoughts about the safe spot. Wade and the rest of the community should be there by now. As far as you can tell, no one is pursuing you. It might still be dark in the forest. You should press on before the sun rises, while you still have the advantage of moving by moonlight. The hike does little to warm you and your head is light from hunger. I thought I had food. Oh no, I gave it away. Despite all you survived and accomplished, the hunger cuts through your resolve and makes you feel weak, desolate even. There's a hot spring at the safe spot where you can warm up food without the risk of smoke. But it'll take the better part of the day to get there. What do you do? We're gonna eat as we have. We're gonna have to eat as we go. The lightheadedness passes, but the cold, hard food eaten on the go doesn't sit well, and the stress of being chased like an animal gets to you. Oh. It takes the better part of the day to reach the mountain pass hiding the safe spot. The tracks are barely visible on the rocky, frozen ground, but it looks like Wade and the villagers passed through recently. Wade has done a good job creating a false trail leading into the mountains. You recognize the glen hiding the protected spot with the hot spring. You've had to endure so much already, and you can't wait to get out of the freezing wind and safety and warmth. To safety and warmth. I need this. Remember your training. You start covering your tracks, and the others join you.
Enter.
You announce yourself, and a grizzled voice shouts. Guards with bows drawn stand on either side of the entrance.
Who are they?
One of them barks, alarmed that you're not alone. Don't worry, they follow my lead. He seems perplexed to see you acting as leader, but he lowers his bow. He seems about to make a remark about women, but ends up returning quietly to his post. Warriors. So with the warrior, rage, hostility, anger, and anger help. As you continue deeply into the glen, you see the whole village resting in small groups. End of the chapter. Let's see. Yeah, oh, we gained some influence. Well, come on with the Oh, we're catching up to your grain. I can't wait. Where is Merle? Chapter 9, Rest. We reached a new checkpoint, but this is where I think we're going to end this episode. Thank you guys for lasting this long, and I'll see you next time.